Have you ever silently wondered, do women still notice me? Or, am I still seen as attractive now that I'm older? It's the kind of question that drifts into the mind of many men, especially as time moves on. And while it often goes unspoken, it lingers a quiet curiosity beneath the surface. In a world that celebrates youth and often overlooks maturity, it's easy to assume that your best days are behind you. But the truth, you might be more desirable now than you've ever been. This video is going to reveal 8 undeniable signs that you're a deeply attractive older man. Signs that may already be happening around you without you even realizing. These are not about surface-level charm or forced charisma. They're based on presence, energy, emotional intelligence, and the kind of inner confidence that only comes from lived experience. Let's begin with the first powerful sign, one that shows up when you least expect it. 2 younger women feel naturally at ease around you. You've probably experienced this without giving it much thought. A younger woman lingers in conversation, opens up more easily, or laughs longer than expected. Maybe it's the barista who takes a little more time with your coffee, the coworker who seems unusually attentive, or the stranger who shares more with you than she does with others. These are subtle moments, but they speak volumes. Younger women are often drawn to older men who radiate calmness and groundedness in contrast to the anxious, validation-seeking behavior they may see in men. Their own age, your energy feels stable and safe. You don't interrupt, you listen. You speak with intention, and that signals maturity. It makes her feel seen, not just looked at. And that right there is the foundation of emotional attraction. 2 people notice and compliment your style or grooming. It's not just about what you wear, it's about how you wear it. As men age, their style becomes an expression of identity. If people, especially women, consistently compliment your haircut, beard, fragrance, or clothes, you're doing something many overlook. You're sending a signal that you care about yourself. A tailored jacket, a clean shave, or well-kept stubble, a scent that lingers without overwhelming. These aren't vanity, they're signals of self-respect. Women instinctively notice men who present themselves with care. It tells them you're thoughtful, attentive, and not slipping into apathy. And the deeper message, if you take care of yourself, you're probably going to treat her with the same intention. 3. You catch her giving you those lingering looks. Go to the grocery store, a cafe, or the gym, and suddenly your eyes meet hers. You expect her to look away, but she doesn't. That pause, that extra second, that's not coincidence. That's interest. Women may not always approach directly, but their eyes speak volumes longer than necessary. Gaze is the female equivalent of walking across the room. It's curiosity. It's emotional openness. She might not even realize she's doing it, but her body is responding to your energy. Maybe it's how calmly you carry yourself. Maybe it's the way you sit, speak, or even sip your drink regardless. Her eyes are saying what her words aren't. There's something about you I can't quite place, but I want to know more. 4. People, especially women, seek your advice or insight. This one runs deeper than it seems. When people come to you for life advice, work opinions, or emotional clarity, it's because they see something steady in you, something wise, something earned. You've lived, you've failed, and risen. You've loved and lost. That emotional range, that experience, it shows in the way you listen, in the way you speak slower, but with more impact, in the way you can sit in silence without needing to fill it with noise. Women in particular are drawn to this kind of presence in a chaotic world. You represent order, stability, depth. It's not just that they trust you, it's that your energy grounds them, and being seen is the man who brings calm in the storm. That's quietly irresistible. 5. You don't chase attention, but it finds you. Anyway, you're not trying to be the center of attention. You're not telling the loudest joke or flashing the biggest smile, but still people notice. That's the beauty of quiet confidence. It doesn't scream. It speaks in a whisper that pulls people closer. You walk into a room with ease, you're relaxed, composed. Your energy says, I know who I am, and I don't need your validation to feel good about it. That self-assurance is rare, And for women especially, those who've grown tired of emotionally volatile men, it's magnetic. You don't overreact. You don't seek to be liked. You simply exist in your truth. And that's exactly what makes you stand out. 6. You're subtly complimented on your physical vitality. Maybe someone told you you're in great shape for your age. Or perhaps a woman casually said, you look strong. Or you move really well. These aren't just compliments, they're quiet nods of admiration. You don't need to be shredded. You don't need to bench 300 pounds. But when you move with agility, maintain your posture, and show signs of staying active, that's powerful. It says you take care of yourself. It says you're invested in your longevity, and that energy, that vitality, it's deeply attractive. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about muscles, it's about what those muscles represent: discipline, effort, self-respect. And women notice even if they don't say it out loud. 7. She laughs at your jokes. Even the bad ones, if you've noticed that women tend to laugh at your jokes, even the corny ones. It's not just politeness, it's connection. Humor is one of the clearest signs of emotional resonance. And when she laughs, it's less about the punchline and more about you. Humor reveals presence, it reveals confidence. It shows you're not trying too hard, you're just being real. That authenticity is charming. And when she leans in, covers her mouth, or tilts her head back in laughter, that's not casual, that's emotional intimacy being built. One chuckle at a time. You're not performing, you're just allowing joy to flow through the conversation. And that freedom, that ease, that's rare, that's unforgettable. 8. You pick up on the quiet signals of flirtation. Flirting after 50 doesn't always look like it did at 25. It's not always loud or dramatic. It's soft, subtle, sophisticated. And if you're tuned in, you'll notice the signs. She adjusts her posture when you enter the room. She plays with her hair when talking to you. Her eyes linger a little longer than they should. Maybe she leans in, lowers her voice, or mirrors your body language. These gestures, while quiet, are loaded with intention. She's not always going to say, I'm interested. But she'll show it in her presence, in her energy, in the way she finds excuses to be around you. And if you're aware, if you know how to read between the lines, you'll see what most miss: her desire to connect, her emotional green light. Her silent signal that says, you've caught my attention. There's a myth that attraction fades with age, but here's the truth. It evolves, it deepens. And for the man who embraces his maturity, who owns his energy and doesn't apologize for who he is, that man becomes irresistible. Your appeal now isn't in your hairline or your abs. It's in your ability to remain calm in a storm, to laugh when others complain, to speak less, but say more, to look at a woman and not just see her, but understand her. So if these signs resonate with you, even just one, know this: you are still very much seen, still desired, still magnetic. And often the only one who doesn't realize it is you. If this message connected with something in you, let it be the beginning of deeper self-awareness. Drop a comment below. Share your experiences, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the bell. If you want more grounded insights like this, you're not past your prime. You're just stepping into it.